It's all I can do. It's all I can do, guys, is shake my head. We had the potential for a good game. We had the potential for a great game. I was optimistic about this game, but like I said in my preview video I did a couple months ago, when I was intrigued about this game because I hadn't really heard anything, I was optimistic. But I also said it could fall flat on its face. And it did fall flat on its face. EA did not do a very good job, to say the least. We got a mixed review, so I mean, some people do like it. I'm sure. I'm sure the story's probably good. I personally have not played this, um, because I don't want to spend $70 in a game that I already know is probably not worth my, or $60, excuse me. That's not worth my $60. Same reason I didn't buy Madden this year or last year. I'm just done spending my money on garbage. Um, so I know there's been a few issues with this game with the system requirements. A bunch of people have been struggling with stutters, even on systems that are just running 1080p with equipment that should run it at 1080p. I mean, your system requirements are an i7 9700, a Ryzen 7 3700. That's not that crazy. It kind of is, isn't. The graphics, I mean, an RTX 2080 Radeon 5700 XT, so 8 gigs of video RAM. So, I mean, you could potentially run this on lower equipment and lower some settings and maybe get 1080p 60 FPS, or maybe like 40 or 50. But it is a pretty demanding game. Recommended is pretty crazy. i7 12700, which is what I have, and then a 3080 Ti, which is what I also have. That's crazy that this game takes that much power. And these specs allow for the game to be played in 1440 60 FPS. That's insane specs. And the bad thing is, they didn't even optimize it very well. People are getting stuttering all over the place. Like this guy says right here, developers don't understand the average PC player doesn't have a 3090 or 4090, and he's right. Based on other reviews, even with a high-end GPU, they can't get stable FPS. And that's true. I watched a video from Worth a Buy, who reviewed this video, and he's pretty critical on games. And he has an aging system. I can't remember what he said he had, but he was playing in 1080 60 or trying to, and he was getting terrible stuttering. And the game just doesn't feel like it's maybe optimized for lower equipment or optimized very well at all, which is unfortunate. There was the last game that came out that comes to mind that wasn't optimized very well was Forsaken or Forspoken or whatever that game was. um, Also had issues. I mean, I'm sure it's something that they can release a patch hopefully and fix some of this. But it's like, just delay the game like a month or two or whatever. Like if you notice these problems that the game is stuttering, then delay it for a month or 2 weeks or whatever to get an optimization patch in. I don't get it. Um, EA definitely has the money to do it and test it and make sure everything is good and stable. It's just unfortunate that another game that had promise, in my opinion, and that I was optimistic about because it's a different game. It's not a remaster. It's not a remake. It's something new. And I was like, oh, this could be refreshing. And they didn't. They didn't nail it. They missed it. They missed the mark, unfortunately. So we'll go over to Metacritic here. The critic reviews are out, at least 4 of them. Some people are still in progress. And even the critics are saying that this game's not very good. Immortals of Aveum is in many respects a successful game, but at the same time it does not offer any fresh ideas. Pleasant gameplay contrasts with a simple plot, and the game itself is overall a quite forgettable experience. Quotation forthcoming. Immortals of Aveum is a very entertaining FPS game that is overshadowed by high system requirements, design problems, and bugs. Those who want a decent FPS game with a good story and Doom Bulletstorm style gameplay should not miss it. So he's saying that it's like worth a play, but it's not worth a play. He's like, say like it sucks, but it's good. So check it out if you want to. It's a stark demonstration of what lack of confidence in your core vision can do. There is a good shooter in Immortals of Aveum, but maybe even a great one. But you'll have to do some digging for that. That's what I said. I was like, this game had so much potential. There was so much, so many things that this game could have done, and unfortunately they missed it. So I will not be purchasing this game. If you did purchase this game, let me know what you think about it down in the comments. If you don't follow, or I've never heard of Worth a Buy, he's a YouTuber that does reviews. I don't know him personally. He didn't pay me to say this. I was just kind of a fan of his, and he kind of inspired me to start doing what I'm doing. And yeah, check him out. And yeah, just check him out. If you like this content here, please like and subscribe. I will be dropping a video maybe tomorrow or later tonight regarding a game you should purchase and going over that game. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.